Hello and welcome to Big Red Lazor. It is Friday. It is here on ZoominGames that we play games live for 2 hours, and we have a huge crew today.
We do, actually. So who is all in this crew? What's your
all
name?
Up in
My
this
name
crew.
is TamTu, and I'm joined here today by not only my hosts Callum and Denise,
What's up, guys?
but we also have a very special guest, community manager
Very
from Guerrilla
special.
Games, Jeroen.
Hey, everyone.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Of course, we're very
course.
happy to have you
You made a
here.
beautiful game, so now you get to
Well, I
sit on
didn't.
couches everywhere.
The
well,
team of
the
like
team made a
200
beautiful
people
game.
plus people made a beautiful game. Let's just do that.
Yeah, so my voice is a little bit under the weather. So Callum, you're on hosting duties today.
You can just whisper it in my ear, and I will. Okay, so TamTu just told me, guys, we're gonna have a great time right here. We're going to play a lot of Horizon Zero Dawn, actually. You're doing right here. You know all the ins and outs. You know all the tips and tricks. And I think we're gonna see a lot of beautiful stuff.
Not everything.
Not everything.
Not all of the tips and tricks. I know a lot, but
Okay.
I mean, there's 200 people working on a game, and there's still some secrets in there that I know that they're there, but I don't know where they are. And I'm not gonna spoil a lot of stuff. Let's not do that.
So what we're going to do today is we have this is Tim's save game. He has the whole map available for you to do whatever. We have a bunch of side quests that we're going to do. So let's try to avoid main story spoilers, obviously.
Well, we could do the ending.
Oh yeah, we could do that
Oh,
too.
we could just skip to
But we're
the
not
ending
gonna do
right
that.
now.
No, we're not. Let's not just skip to the ending.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can do a couple of side quests.
Yeah, exactly. But on top of that, currently, as of right now, we do have a giveaway running right now.
Yes.
And about an hour and a half, we are going to pick a winner to win the limited edition of Horizon Zero Dawn,
No way.
and as well as this cap,
Are we giving that cap
a
away?
T-shirt,
What?
and a backpack.
Where's the? Can you show me the T-shirt and the backpack?
I
Do
can.
we have it?
Otherwise,
Do we have it on
the
us?
viewers won't believe you that it's there.
Yeah, I think we should.
Here's the T-shirt.
Oh, this is
all still wrapped, so it's all clean.
Non-developer sweat on that T-shirt.
It smells like factory, which is always amazing.
And here's a
Good
rucksack.
cologne.
Or
Also-
A rucksack.
Rucksack. That's
Oh,
what it is.
shit.
Not a backpack, but
That
a
one is
rucksack.
actually cool.
The
Dang.
textures look really realistic on this thing.
It's an actual.
It's pretty.
4K.
It's from the game. It's what they actually use in the
Yes.
No way.
game. No.
So that's what we're gonna give away, and as a bonus, since I am sick, but I really want to be here, I am going to do two things. I'm gonna be live drawing some fan art of Horizon Zero Dawn.
Squeeze.
Yeah, and I will include one of the pieces in that prize pack as well. So you have until
Yeah.
4:30 our time to participate in the giveaway. Link is in the description, or else one of the mods can post the link in chat right now. And yeah, we will pick a winner before we do our Q&A session. So if you do have any questions for Jeroen or us, post them on our Twitter or in the chat, and then we'll cover them.
Can I also join in the giveaway?
Yeah, me too, dude.
Do I need to tweet or?
Please.
Yeah, sure. Go to bit.ly/ZG-HZD giveaway.
Oh.
Wait. That went a little bit too fast. Can you try that one more time for me, please?
Bit.ly
Okay, yeah.
slash
Yes.
ZG
ZG.
dash.
Dash.
What's a dash?
Dash.
It's like that.
Not the underscore, but the,
underscore.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then HZD giveaway.
Ooh.
I get it now.
Got him.
One,
Okay.
I have
one
it, I have
giveaway.
it.
Got
One
him.
giveaway.
I have it.
In the description over on YouTube, Twitch
Yep.
peeps.
More than one item.
And I think we do have a little camera here, so I don't know if
Can
you're
we
in-
spy on you while you're
Yeah,
drawing?
yeah. Here. See?
Nice.
Mostly inspiring would be give it a hat. That would be my
I
thing.
already have my drafts
Give it
ready,
a
so
party
I'm gonna
hat
work
or
on that.
Give it a
Oh, okay.
hat.
Just give it a hat. Like anything you draw, give it a hat.
Do a watcher
Give it a hat.
with a hat.
Oh.
That would be amazing.
That'd be
Top
so
Top
cute.
hat. A watcher with a
I'll
top
think
hat.
about it. I'll think about it.
That
All right,
makes
let's,
no-
I think
let's-
you already planned something.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't
I'm gonna
think.
live draw here.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna
This is
live
totally
draw.
Not prepared.
Oh,
I prepared a little bit.
you're doing firing some shots over
only
here.
have 2
Dang.
hours here today, so.
Dang.
So while I'm gonna get started on this. I
Okay, so
suggest
people
that-
are asking, does the winner have to be in the stream? No, because it's
No.
a gleam, right? You
Yeah, it's a
enter the gleam, so your name just gets drawn,
Yeah.
and you'll get contacted. However,
But you can be in the stream as well.
yeah,
I
it's
mean,
a possibility.
That's the mystery
Hey,
of
I
what
should
we're
have
doing
said
here.
yes.
Yeah.
God damn it, I should have
yeah.
said yes.
It's
So you
Dang.
will be showing us the game,
Sorry, I'm currently toying about photo mode.
and he's doing photo mode. Something that Denise hasn't done yet. Denise will be manning the chat.
Yeah.
I was
Look how awesome. Look, you can change time of day
in the photo.
in the photo. And then you can just...
Wow.
I lost my shit yesterday because okay, so I had banned everything from my life about this game because I didn't want to spoil anything. And then I got choices like what to do, and I was like, what? That was so cool.
The dialogue wheel.
Yeah, the dialogue wheel.
But okay,
I was like,
so this is Horizon Zero Dawn, but for everyone tuning in who might not know what exactly the game is and are still like on the fence to get it,
They should all know what it is.
Well, I myself,
Where have you been?
I know a bit about the game, but I don't know the full scope of things. And what I'm seeing here is very, very interesting. So, what exactly is Horizon Zero Dawn about?
So Horizon Zero Dawn takes place roughly 1,000 years into the future. Mankind is no longer the dominant species. Machines are. Right now, there's no machines roaming around here, but I'll walk over there in a little bit. So humanity has been brought back to basically the Stone Age. They lost all technology. They don't know what technology is anymore. So for them, it's kind of like magic.
Okay.
And you are playing the role as Aloy, which she's a machine huntress, and she's an outcast of her tribe, the Nora. And she's in search of answers, not only her own answers, like where do I come from, but also a little bit what happened to the world. So you start off in the game not here, because this is way, way ahead. I mean, there's this big, beautiful city over there, Meridian. Which you can enter, but I'm not going to do that because it's kind of like a spoiler. I want to, people need to see that for themselves.
Experience that, yeah.
But yeah, the world is basically taken over. It's just post-apocalyptic. Normally games are gray and dull, like that. And this is we just wanted to make it more like a Planet Earth documentary where nature has reclaimed everything, and there's still some remnants of the old ones we like to refer to. So you see some ruins and some buildings, and they're completely crumbled and overgrown with just plants and general wildlife that's living in here.
Interesting. So in terms of gameplay,
Yes.
it feels very open world. What exactly would you say is the classification that you're going for with the game?
I would say this is an open world action RPG. So it's an open world game. I mean, I can pop up the map.
It's huge.
Yeah, this
the whole
looks
map. So
very impressive.
Let me just go to the area where you actually go. So this is where you start off in the beginning of the game.
Strider side.
This is what we call this area we call Mother's Embrace, which is a piece of land that's kind of mountains are kind of protecting it. They have some gates in there, so the big machines cannot enter. Only the small machines. So this is a fairly safe haven. Hence the word Mother's Embrace.
And very good for a starting position.
And
to
very
kind of
good
get
for
a control of the game.
You just get into the game, and then after a while you complete a few quests, and then the world opens up. And then after that moment, you can just go anywhere you would like. And that's the open world part that we're talking
Interesting.
about. And action RPG comes in it plays like an action game, and there's some as you can see here, there's some skills you can unlock. Right now, I learned that this save game is like 30. Is level 33? I'm thinking. Yeah, there we go. Level 33. You can see in the upper right corner.
So is that far along in the game?
That's yeah. This is basically you finish the game, and after you finish the game, you can explore the rest.
There's
of the
still too much to do. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like loads of side quests that you can pick up.
Is there a cap on the level?
There is a cap on the level, but I'm not going to tell you that.
Okay.
Nice. For us to experience for ourselves.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm not gonna, try and keep it a little bit secret. Not tell anything.
Very good.
But yeah, I can just activate a random side quest, which is, I mean, these are kind of errands. Let's not do that. Because he finished the game at level 33, these level 4s is going to be very easy to do.
Yeah.
Do it anyway.
Should I do it anyway?
Yeah.
Sure thing.
All right, fine.
Why not?
I probably need to go all the way back to
Yeah.
here.
So I
You want
think
to walk? We have 2 hours. Fine.
Why
Yeah,
not?
for
Let's
sure.
just walk.
Yeah.
Did you unlock
Let's
the
just
skill to
explore everything? Yeah. So as far as our viewers go, maybe there might be a lot of questions like, what exactly is your role within the team? I mean, it sounds very interesting to me.
So yeah, I'm community manager at Guerrilla Games, which is basically I'm kind of a. My team is basically in between development and audience, and also a little bit development and marketing. So we work together with the marketing department within PlayStation, and at the same time we're handling all of the communication channels for the Guerrilla brand as well.
Interesting.
So
it's PR.
It's kind of like PR, but differently, because you're talking to consumers directly. And what we're trying to do now is we're trying to build this community around Horizon and make sure that everybody's just enjoying the hell out of it.
Tough first week. A lot of voices from all over the world, I could imagine.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people talking, obviously, to you at the same time, which is sometimes kind of hard to keep track of. But at the same time, it's quite enjoyable to see everybody, enjoying the game. Let me just call him a mount. This is you can just right now he has a skill unlocked that makes me call in a mount, so I can traverse the land a little bit easier.
And a bit faster.
Yeah, so robots are like a danger. Let's not bump into him. Robots are a danger within the world, but you can override them because Aloy has a certain skill that she will develop later on in the game.
Nice.
She can just make friends. But to come back.
That is a great skill to develop.
It's a
make
friends.
friends.
We'll make machine
Hell yeah.
friends.
Make machine friends.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Make your enemy your friend.
Exactly.
It's a good skill.
So as far as story goes, I mean, I could imagine that creating an open world game is kind of tough in terms of script and story. Like, give the player too much freedom, and you can't tell your story properly. How was the balance as far as what's happening in Horizon Zero Dawn?
Yeah, so we're telling a story which is from A to B. This is the story about Aloy, and there are some side quests you can pick up that sometimes tie into the story. And tie into the world, obviously, but the story that we're telling is all focused around Aloy, about how she develops and what she will find out, what her role is within this world, where she came from. And we have another side quest now. Should we just pick up a side quest again?
Yeah, sure thing.
I actually got to talk to the narrative director, John Gonzalez, a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And the interview is up on our channel right now, where he tells us a lot more about how he used to work on Fallout New Vegas.
Yes.
So it's like that guy knows how to not just help you guys create a story from A to B, but also branch it as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Keep an eye on making sure the player doesn't get too distracted as much.
No, there are like a couple of side quests that you can take on, and everything will tie back into the whole overarching story.
Yeah.
And it's focused a lot on developing Aloy as a character as well. Within the dialogue wheel, there's some choices you can make, and they won't have an impact at the end on the ending of the story, but they will have an impact
on your experience.
Or your experience, like how do you feel at the moment? How would you react, or how do you think that Aloy would react to a certain question?
Okay.
And those are like different throughout the game. So now this guy wants to pick a fight with a bandit camp, which we can do. Am I spoiling too much if I say that he's a little bit of a loon?
Yeah, that spoils way too much.
Okay, sorry.
How dare you talk about his personality?
Can we go back?
Yeah, I think we should rewind. We're not live, right? That's not a thing.
No.
Yeah. So right now I'm popping up my focus, which is a little triangle-shaped thing on the side of her head. And with this, she can get some more information about the world. So in this case, there's some bandits roaming around in here, which I can go in guns blazing because I'm level 33. So
you can handle that.
What's
I could probably handle that.
Yeah.
A little slow-mo action. And I
Nice.
have health for my friend over there, so it'll probably sound the alarm somewhere.
Score sounds fantastic, by the way.
Yeah, so we just released the soundtrack as well on Spotify.
Yeah.
Nice.
saw that.
And who did the score?
It's a collaboration of Joris de Man, who used to work previously with us on the Killzone soundtracks.
Oh, very nice.
And Julie Elvin, who's a singer, so she's the voice of the soundtrack.
Nice.
And then we have The Flight, who also worked on a couple of other soundtracks as well. And we have Niels van der Leest, who is a percussion artist. So all of the tribal kind of drums you hear, that's all on his part, and we work together.
So very Native American inspired, I presume.
It just is inspired by different cultures within music, like how music has been evolving and what kind of music there is within those cultures. And at the same time, they work with circle percussions, which is this big, they work with these big Japanese drums. So those are the percussions you
like
would hear.
What they call it, taiko drums?
Taiko drums, yeah. Which is insane if you, like for the sounding recordings, we went to their studio, and it's just amazing to see those drums in action and to hear it. It's gigantic, and if you would film that with your phone, no way that would hold up. Yeah.
So it's very interesting to me that you are a part of that process as well, that you get to tag along with the recording of the soundtrack too. I mean, were there other moments in creating the game where you were like, wow, this is pretty insane that I'm here and doing this right now?
Well, I think the soundtrack was one of them. I mean, we weren't there for the recordings. We were there for we did like a short BTS documentary of the whole recordings.
Nice.
So we were there, and but you can see a lot of stuff happening within the development studio that you're like, oh, that's awesome that they put this in, or it's amazing how they managed to do this.
Yes.
So yeah, there's a lot of stuff. They went to location scouting, so some guys were hanging out of a helicopter shooting pictures of like the valleys and stuff. Others were just taking pictures of snow to make sure that the snow that we have in the game actually feels like real snow.
Interesting.
So yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that that's going on within development that's like super.
And I feel that too, that realism, I feel that too in the animation, which probably is motion captured, right?
Yeah, a lot of it is mocap. And now I need to figure out if I got the last thing. No. Yeah, a lot of it is mocap, and
is that done
attack
in
animations
the studio in Amsterdam?
Voice acting and stuff is done abroad, London and LA. I mean, our voice actress Ashley Birch, she's in LA, so we did a lot of voice acting there. A lot of small mocap stuff we did in-house. Like some animations you see are mocap recordings, and then tinkered a bit with. Just by hand. To make it feel that it's like some kind of more natural, and it flows a little bit better. So there's a lot of that hand work in it as well.
I remember hearing a story from Jan Bart, I think.
Yeah.
Of way back when they were working on Killzone, that they actually had the first steps into mocap. Doing that, and they did that in the backyard of the office.
That was
nice.
Yeah. There's some old footage, I think, even that. There's one of the characters within the Killzone universe is lugging around like a big gun, and that was basically Jan Bart Verbeek, our studio art director, who was also walking into the garden like that, and they basically just filmed him, and then by hand. Kind of
got the motion.
Yeah, instead of like mocap suits. No, we didn't have that back then. We were doing everything like that.
Like the old hand-drawn animation where you used to have actors, film them.
Like TamTu is doing right now.
Yeah, exactly like this, which is already looking amazing, by the way. So Denise, you've actually been playing this game a little bit. So you're probably seeing a few new things right now.
What? Yeah, some things that I knew about. I knew that eventually I would be able to ride something, but. Last weekend I decided, you know what, I am thoroughly sad that I will not be able to share this experience with my viewers. And I decided, you know what, I want a PS4, I need this, I need to play this game.
So you
There's no way.
PS4 just
and
for this game.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Did you get a Pro or did you get like
I got a Pro,
wow.
yeah.
Nice.
Very good commitment.
Yeah, because I feel what I've been getting from everything that's been thrown at us, like for this game, is that it's just such an experience in a way. That's a huge bird right there. Holy shit.
That's a Stormbird.
Stormbird.
Yeah, that's one big, massive machine, which I can engage. And
If you don't engage it, does it not engage you?
It will engage me once it spots me, but it's big.
It's very big.
It's, yeah. I don't know if this is going to be wise, what I'm going to do now, but let's just do it anyway.
YOLO.
Come on, here, birdie. Oh, got his attention. So he has some weak points. You can, if I scan it,
Yep.
you will see that the weak points
There
will
we
pop
go.
up. The yellow bits are
Did the
like
sound
this.
come from the controller?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I know. I just need to not get hit.
I didn't know the
That's
controller
a
had...
PS4 feature.
Oh, I didn't know that was a feature.
Well, I'm gonna die.
Yikes.
I'm gonna die.
You can do
Because
this, I
Metal Gear,
believe.
roll out of there.
So who set this account up?
Tim.
Can I be angry at Tim
Yes.
for not giving me any health packs and potions? Nope.
This is
Nope.
pretty intense what's happening.
Nope.
Use your fire arrow.
I wanna tie him down. Oh, you don't have a rope caster.
I do, but
Are we gonna do an Empire Strikes Back?
Ah, come on.
Are we gonna add that?
Oh, you have this shitty rope caster.
Tim.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can craft some stuff.
I gave you 2 weeks to play this game, and this is.
I have enough fatty meat, so I can make
very
these
nice.
health potions. and
It's all good.
boost
Throw some
potion.
mushrooms in a pot.
There we go. Do I need traps? No. I don't think that this one will be strong enough to hold it down. I can try.
So you can actually nail it to the ground with something?
Yeah, I can nail it to the ground. Let me just see. I don't need this.
Yeah, that's what I've encountered as well in the beginning of the game now, where you can not per se like keep them
Sit
down, but
still.
trip them.
Sit still.
Nice.
So
Dang.
that's no ammo.
So now it won't be able to turn around, I guess, right?
I hope so.
Will it still be able to attack you?
It will be able to attack me.
Okay.
Well, at least I can get off his chest armor a little bit. Make sure
Okay,
that-
is it just me or is the health like not depleting?
No, as I said, this is probably a bad idea.
Yeah.
Do one of the ropes break?
The
Oopsie.
ropes will break eventually.
Yeah.
It will get loose.
Zapdos is not happy.
So if I scan it, you can also see his weak point. So this can break off. There we go. Nice for you. Fly, birdie. I could run away.
There's no fun in that.
I know.
There's no fun in running away.
I know. Okay, I'm not gonna run away, but I am. So I can't craft the other arrows because someone.
Doesn't have the material.
Wait, is there someone helping us out?
No.
Or is that another bad guy?
That's another bad guy. There's people helping us out and another bad guy.
Who knew killing a bird would be such a social thing?
I know.
Oh, watch out.
So I need to get rid of that thing.
Yeah.
Right.
And then it will not be able to do
We'll
the
not
attack
use
anymore.
that anymore.
Yeah.
Interesting.
This is intense, people.
Dun, 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 dun.
We went from casually riding
Uh-oh.
a horse robot
Yeah,
to
to
defeating a giant.
try and defeat a massive bird.
That's
aka
Horizon Zero Dawn, I
Stormbird.
guess.
At least my other friends are helping me out over there. Or are they dead? No, they're almost dead.
So, the guy helping you out, that was the bandit that you recruited?
No, these are just NPCs walking around.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
And sometimes if they're close, they will help out. Or if you're walking, just generally walking, they will probably also help you out. And sometimes you see them hunting as well.
It's a real living world that you walk around in.
Yeah.
That's great.
Let me just
Yeah,
get
no
a
one's
potion.
experience will be the same, probably.
No. Okay, let me see. Just no. Yeah, why not? Let's try that.
Grenades? Nice, with the slingshot.
So if you have any questions for us, feel free to ask them in chat as well.
Yeah, for sure.
I've been
And,
seeing a
we'll
lot
Yeah,
pass
we'll,
by. We're
yeah.
gonna wrap them all up and answer them near the end of the show.
So the game has been out for a week or something? A little less than a week?
Listen, the 28th, it was launched in the US.
Okay. So what's the
There
most
we
interesting
go.
feedback that
Nice.
you've gotten
There
from
we
the
go.
community?
Good job.
Well, in general, like because it's an open world game, it's very hard to take out all of the glitches in it. So sometimes there are some stuff that, you know, you would bump into, like you would get stuck in the environment, for instance. So we have a QA team that's like constantly on this, and we're monitoring every channel that there is to make sure that everybody that's playing at least is playing the game. And if they have any issues with progression or, you know, they're stuck in a mission or anything like that, then we can help out.
Yeah,
That's what we try to do as well.
that's interesting. Kind of reminds me of the days where you would like physically call a video game company if you got stuck in a game.
Yeah,
Like
a hotline.
the
I don't know
Nintendo
how to
thing.
finish this mission.
Right.
Where do I go in the dungeon? Yeah, that was in a magazine.
Thanks,
The
guys.
password was in a magazine.
All right, let me just see if I can call my good friend. Hello.
Like you said, there seems to be a very big emphasis on color and primary colors and making
Yeah.
the world, even though it's post-apocalyptic and maybe even a bit lost, it still feels very bright and very lively.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't want to go down the route of gray and a little bit, you know. We wanted to show this beautiful post-apocalyptic world
Yeah.
where nature just reclaimed Earth. Right now, this is the desert area. There's also like a sort of a jungle area as well, and then there's also the snowy mountains,
Yep.
which you can visit. That's the point where you start off, like snowy
Yeah.
mountains.
Yeah,
that's the number one.
and I feel like it pays off because I noticed a lot of people who were watching me play the game yesterday actually mentioned this, like, wow, this game looks so vibrant, like so beautiful.
Yeah.
Obviously it is, but because honestly, I've always been that PC person, right? Like, PC is the best, blah, blah, blah. But then
PC Master Race.
right, woo. But then I saw
Console
the
peasants.
starting screen.
The moment you turned on the
The
PS4.
moment I turned it on, I was like, excuse me, I've never seen a PC do this. Like, what the heck? You know, like, it looks so good. It's amazing.
In a way, I guess you could say that, you know, the consoles are built just for
Right,
gaming.
so
and
it's easier
the hardware
to, yeah,
is always the same.
easier.
It's always the same,
Yeah.
so
not
you know,
easy.
developers
No,
know
it's
what
not
they have
easy,
to work
but
with.
easier because everyone has different parts in their PC,
Yeah, but
obviously.
yeah, with at least the consoles, the developers at least know what they have to work
Have
with.
to work with,
and
yeah,
then
exactly.
they can optimize for it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I could also see that a developer like Guerrilla Games has so much experience, optimizing things, and even back, was it the PlayStation 2 that I'm thinking of? First Killzone, or was it PlayStation 2?
Yeah, that was PlayStation 2.
Yeah, I mean, that game already looked fantastic for that console, and I mean, it's just about finding the right art direction also, I guess. It's not all horsepower, I believe.
It is also about what kind of tech you're using, obviously. I mean,
Yeah.
we have a very talented tech team who just worked magic creating this vibrant, lush, beautiful world. I mean, the density that you see around you is just insane. So see now they're attacking
Yeah, they're fighting.
PCs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna help out. I got you guys.
Whee! Yikes.
Stab.
Stabby, stab, stab. But honestly, what I noticed from playing yesterday, and I think I played about 4 hours, had to put it down, and then an hour later I was like, but I feel like just going your own way in this world is so fun and so rewarding in a way. I feel like I'm way over leveled for the quest that I'm about to go on, but I don't care because I had fun, like just hunting animals, just finding ways to approach them and like.
I'm walking everywhere.
Yeah.
If I'm playing at home, I'm just walking everywhere.
Yeah, why not? There's so much to see.
It takes a longer time to get
Obviously.
to a point, but sometimes just I want to stock up on my medicine. I want to.
Yeah, just farm a little bit, farm some stuff.
It is an RPG
This
after
looks
all.
pretty insane.
Exactly.
This looks really beautiful. And what I noticed too is that even though the enemies are like robots, it kind of feels like they're I would have trouble like killing them because they're kind of cute.
Yeah, they definitely have a feel to them.
Like
They're
shooting
very
a rabbit
animal-like.
Or,
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
They're very animal-like.
And the voices that they make.
I heard that
They all
soon
have, yeah, go on.
you guys are going to unleash a couple of these robotic animals in town, and you have to spot them. And
Yeah, so yeah, PlayStation Benelux is doing a spot the machine where they're gonna project basically machines on the walls.
Wow, that's so neat.
I love these guys. These are cute.
Yeah, they're very cute.
Yeah, these guys.
They're like, there's a Chihuahua bark in there as well.
Really?
Really?
If you listen to the audio. Oh. Yes.
And in a way, it's funny because in a way they're also scary because
Yeah.
they're, you know, like when you crawl around and they notice you, you're like, you know, that feeling like, oh shit.
And it's that light, you know?
Yeah,
That light
yeah,
that
the
you're like,
big
oh,
old light
wait.
that just shines on you and you're like, oh crap.
So right now I just override the little one. Tied him down, you
Oh.
override, and then he's friendly for a little while.
And he just helps you?
Yeah, so if he's going to be attacked by other machines, then he'll jump in and help out. You can't ride him, but you just
Yeah, I was just
if
thinking.
if anything's happening, in
Yeah,
your
you can't ride a
neighborhood,
Chihuahua on that much.
no. But yeah, all of the machines have some kind of personality.
Yeah.
One of the most funniest examples that our audio team, or at least Pinar, our audio, she has this, her favorite one to do was the Shellwalker, which is a crab-like creature. These are bandits. Just gonna ignore them. Which is like a crab-like creature that has like a little crate on his back. And in that crate there's like some valuables that you can loot out of it. But she sees it more as like this little grumpy dude,
Yeah.
like doing his business, and nobody wants to. You don't want to mess with him because he needs to do his job. And he's kind of obsessed with that crate. So if you would shoot it off, and he would not see you, he would immediately go towards the crate and get it back. So here he is. Here's a little. And you can hear him like mumbling a little bit.
I like that. Like a traveler.
He sounds like my cat. My cat does that. When she doesn't like things, she's like, "Nah." Weird
Your
mumble.
cat might be an android.
It might, yeah. Probably. Most likely.
So yeah, he has a little crate on his back that you can use. That you should have access to because there's always some loot in there that you want. You hear him like, "Wow."
Yeah. Like he's
She had the
thinking.
most fun with doing this robot, this machine, because it has some kind of personality.
Yeah.
Right.
So we first start off with like the animation. Like we first start with concepting. So we're concepting, okay, different ideas, and then from that phase it will go into 3D. The concepting guys will also make a model in 3D. That model is then being fine-tuned and touched up, and then it will go to animation. Animation will start animating the little legs and everything like that. And after that, it will go to special effects. And special effects will do their thing, and then it goes to audio. And then when audio sees it moving and doing stuff,
It inspires them.
it inspires them. Like, okay, so what kind of personality does this machine have? So if I can shoot this thing off.
And I could imagine, like, the concept art department, that's where a lot of these ideas, like, bloom, right?
Yeah.
How was the experience of working with that team and seeing slowly this world that now is complete, like, seeing that build?
Yeah, that's just amazing to see that. To see the concept art and what we eventually made out of it is just ridiculous.
Oh, you got it back.
Yeah, he got it back. He
That's
puts
cute.
it on, like he screws it on, and then special effects. You can see the little shield. That's one of the things that the FX team is doing, and then after that, so all the sound effects will come in. And sometimes you don't want to kill them, so let me just run away. I already have the loot, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave him alone. Back to his business, basically. No, but it's amazing to see the concept art where you start off and then seeing it come to life like this. It's just, yeah, it's mesmerizing.
Yeah, the game was in development for 5-6 years.
6 years, around 6 years. It's been in development.
It's crazy also just to see a company go from FPS, you know, first-person shooter into an open-world RPG and doing it so well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is our first take on open world. And
Yeah.
yeah, this is the end result of...
What I really like are the mechanical animals. It's like, yeah, that's where they can still do the whole sci-fi, what they're so good at. They can still put that expertise into this world.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes sense in terms of story as well. Like, I really like the whole idea of that machines are like a natural part of the world.
Yeah.
Like that it,
Yeah.
and it took me a little while to get it, but it really feels like if you don't really bother them, they don't really bother you. Like it's a natural part of the world.
Yeah, it depends on the machines though.
Yeah.
So
If
these
it's a
guys,
giant bird.
Is it, well, if you antagonize and shoot an arrow at it, then he's going to be like,
Yeah,
I
but
guess
it's the same thing in nature, right? Yeah, sure, birds, well, tiny birds won't attack you,
No.
but like if you encounter a lion or a tiger, it is bound to do something to you, you know, in the wild.
They always say that they're more afraid of you than you of them. Right?
Yeah, I don't get that. I'm like,
Yeah. So these guys will, some of them will attack if they spot you. But these are kind of docile machines.
Yeah.
So they're doing what they're doing right now, and usually they get,
they're like
this should be,
reindeer.
they're just like, yeah, and usually they would be protected by other machines who are more aggressive towards you, and they will start attacking you.
Yeah, because usually watchers are, at least in the beginning of the game, the watchers are usually paired up with the, I want to say steeds, but I don't think that's the actual name.
The striders.
Yeah,
and,
the striders.
And also these guys that will protect these ones as well. And then also there will be other ones like Sawtooth, which is more like a saber-toothed tiger kind of machine. But I just like to do this every now and then.
Bro, you fought one last night.
I'm sorry.
I did.
Yeah.
Holy
I'm
balls.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
I would go into it, but I don't want to spoil the thing
This
for
is
people.
some carnage happening. over
Yeah.
here.
So,
Yikes. They did not like that.
No, I just blew him up.
I just loved how you had a strategy to fight it and then you messed up and you freaked out so much.
I did freak out a lot.
Oh, you were playing the mission where you
With this,
quest with Rost,
Yes.
taking you outside of the gate for the
yes,
first time?
yes.
Ah.
And you're supposed to be up somewhere, but then I accidentally rolled down and I
Ah.
freaked out completely. But I still did it and I did not die, so
That's good.
it was all good.
Yeah, you like gradually you will get in this mode of like, oh, you would know what kind of creatures or machines you would be up against.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, so I'm up against these machines. I know the weaknesses. Let me exploit them, because that's all about that. I sometimes we get questions of people. So, I bought these bows and they're kind of underpowered. Like they're not really underpowered because you have the ability to
Upgrade them.
to modify them.
Yeah,
at least.
modify them.
As you can see here, there's some modifications going on, and you can swap it out if you would like to. I'm not going to toy around with his
Build,
thing right
yeah.
now, but yeah, you can just swap it around.
Yeah.
And at the same time, it's all about how you're going to go into combat. You need to really focus on what are the weak points and then exploit them.
Yeah.
And it will be a lot easier. Like I just blew up those
Yeah.
grazers over there.
Yep.
That's just, I know, because those canisters are flammable, so if you do that, you're going to get huge explosion.
Yep.
And I also noticed, of course, now it's nighttime. How does the day and night cycle work exactly? How much time does it take for a day to pass?
So the exact time I do not have on me, but it's relatively quick. And it will, but it's not just the day and night cycle. There will also be like other weather effects as well.
Yeah, of course.
So if you're in the desert, there will be sandstorms coming in. Snow will fall if you're up in the mountains, or it will start raining where you're kind of lower ground.
Basically things that generally make it harder.
Well, generally the weather effects that you would have. Let me just get turkey for dinner over here.
Nice.
So I'm doing this not because I like to kill animals. I need resources to craft my potions and
Sure
that sort of
thing.
stuff.
For sure, yeah.
No, for real. Really.
Honestly, the turkey was very entertaining when I first encountered it, just going, and I was like, excuse me?
I think the turkey is one of the most killed animals within our game.
Probably.
because it's easier to spot and it's
Yeah.
quite easy to take care of it. So now you can see that this is more like runes of the old ones, we like to say. And it's actually, so this, where we are located is actually a real world place.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not gonna give you any spoilers of where it is, but if you search the interwebs,
You'll find it.
you might find it.
And we could
Yeah.
get our plane tickets and
What I really
Make
like
selfies.
about
Go there.
the introduction, where when she finds those ruins in the area itself, you know, she refers to it as like the old, you know, of the old age, but. I clearly recognize it's a desk. That's a computer screen.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah,
monitor,
yeah.
like we have. So it's like, wow, there really has been a lot of time since this happened.
Because obviously our time has happened, but humanity has gone back to something more primitive,
Yeah.
which is funny because then you see things and you're like, oh, but that's what I use today, you know? Like, yeah. I like that
But I have
idea.
that
I like
right
that
here.
concept. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we put in there. Like you can find rubble, like watches and that sort of stuff, and you can sell that for metal shards, which is basically the currency within the game. It's more like a trading kind of thing. So
Yeah.
you're trading your shards with something extra to get items. And yeah, we put some other stuff in there as well. Some secrets, like old mugs that you can collect as well.
oh, very cool. So in terms of inspiration, like probably it won't just be video games. Probably will be all sorts of media.
Yeah.
Were there specific like films or games that you looked at in development of the game?
Not specific films or anything like that. It was more inspiration that came from a lot of things. Documentaries about how would Earth look like if humanity would fall. For
And like you
instance.
said, Planet Earth.
Planet Earth is one thing in,
Yeah.
in terms of like you want to have like the overgrown, like nature really being there. That was one of the things. But like in general, like what if Rome fell and humanity would no longer be there as well? All of those ruins would still be standing there.
Yep.
But because of humanity, they just took those building blocks and built other stuff of it. So that sort of stuff. I think that Einstein also had a quote that was one of the quotes that he had, or so, that was also sort of inspirational. Is that he said, "I don't know how World War III is going to be fought, but I do know that World War IV is going to be fought with sticks and stones."
Sticks and stones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Right.
there's this big catastrophic thing happening that just propels humanity back like 1,000 years back to the Stone Age, and how would that work? And yeah, other stuff like if you look at dinosaurs, they came from a certain DNA. We came from a certain DNA. What would our next thing be? Would that be robotic or machine life, that sort of stuff? So there's a lot of books and a lot of documentaries about that we've read into that would serve as sort of an inspiration.
Very cool. Yeah, there should be like endless inspiration in that kind of stuff, and it's really cool how big this game has grown, and it's starting to become an inspiration to other artists, and even TamTu right here is is getting heavily inspired. I feel. Oh, you're looking pretty good, man.
Yeah, I'm almost done with this one.
Looks nice.
How many are you gonna make? 2 hours.
One more. One is for the prize winner, and one is for you guys. As a,
No way.
thank you for joining us here today,
awesome.
and
We're gonna put it in-
congratulations on a successful launch.
Awesome. Yeah, we're gonna put it in the. We have a nice little cabinet where we put everything in.
Yeah,
Like
if
a
you check our
trophy
interview, I took a shot of that. So.
So you could size up how big your...
Yeah, he's like, how big do I need to make it
Yeah.
to have a
Very
spot there?
Exactly.
Smart.
Very smart.
Oh.
So what is? I know it's a weird question because it's just launched, of course. But
Yep.
what is like the next step? Is there anything in terms of extra content coming? Is there anything in terms of, what would expand the gamers?
Yeah, so right now we're just fully focused on that we need to make sure that everybody's going to play this. That's our number one focus. And whatever's next, again, I really can't tell you that. Like that's basically written in the stars. We were very glad with the reception that this game got. I mean, this is our first step into open world. There's a couple of artists or developers we hired who had open world experience.
Specifically open world, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, John Gonzalez being one of them, David Ford being a quest designer. So we didn't have that. We didn't have quest designers in our team. So we really looked at, okay, so what kind of roles do we need to make sure that we can create an open world game like this.
It feels like the kind of game that after it's finished, it's never really done, and you could still come back to anything and kind of explore, like that open world feeling.
Yeah.
That should be nice, you know, even, you know, for your job to still keep getting content, still keep getting feedback.
Yeah, well, it's a huge world. Not just this world, but the world that we created with this game. I mean, it's set 1,000 years into the future, so you already have 1,000 years of history there.
Right.
Which you can use as inspiration, or the community can use as their inspiration. What we like to do is like we like to inspire and activate our community to create stuff. And we have the first thing what happened when we showed the game in 2015 was that 4 weeks later we already had a cosplayer.
Nice. Oh, very good.
We didn't have any guide out there, nothing like that, and we were planning it. Like, we were saying to ourselves, like, let's get this one announced. Then we'll just look gradually at what we can do in terms of cosplay guides and stuff.
Very nice.
And then it already happened, and we were like, okay, now we just need to just get this thing happening. And we asked one of our the artist, the character artist, to focus on, like, hey, we want to create this guide. Can you make that for us? And we gave him some examples, and he's like, yeah, sure. I don't need the examples. Let me just do it the way I want to do it. And he created this document, which was so detailed and so rich of everything that
Cosplay is wet dream.
they just flocked, and we have a lot of cosplayers. We had daily contact with these people.
It's so nice.
And this just shows you how much love and dedication goes into creating something that you created, and they're just bringing it to life, which is insane.
Yeah, and that brings me to another point. Like, how great is it that, you know, you guys are bringing to life another story with a very female, you know, a very powerful female character.
Yes, I was very pleased about this,
and,
honestly.
you know, inspiring young girls to, you know, cosplay as this character and empower them.
Yeah.
That journey must have been, you know, if you compare it to something like Killzone, I mean, that should be like a whole, like, different experience, right?
It's a whole different world, basically, what you create, what you are propelled into, actually.
In terms of audience, you mean?
In terms of audience, but also we knew when we were creating the game that, like, we have a great character.
Yeah.
But it's always the question, how are people going to react and respond to it? And seeing all of the cosplayers and all of everybody basically just embracing this character for us was just amazing to see that. And yeah, there's one cosplayer, Ravenstar, who
That sounds like a familiar.
Who said to us when she visited the studio, she said, like, I wish that there was a character like Aloy when I was in my 13s or 15s.
Yeah. It helps,
I don't know how that
is.
I mean, for other people, but yeah, I just fucking love this character.
I mean, as a female myself, I am very experienced on the being of a female.
Female things.
It's really refreshing to see a character like her. Yeah, just when I think back, obviously there's badass females, obviously, but I felt like nowadays we really needed one, and I feel like she's more than we could have hoped for. She's kick
I had
ass.
this conversation with my sister like a while ago, how we were reminiscing about the stuff she watches on TV back then, and what the kids in our church watch.
Yeah.
And my sister asked one of the girls, like, "Don't you want to be like cool and badass?" She's like, the little girl was like, "No." And then my sister thought, I was like, "Okay, who did I grow up with? Mulan,
Yeah.
Powerpuff
Yeah.
Girls, totally spice." And nowadays, it's all so watered down.
Yeah.
That
I agree.
so it's great to have a character like Aloy popping up again for that generation.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure, and also a character who can look feminine and not just look like a male hero who is female. I think
Yeah.
that's really special, and it's kind of a weird point that we're still having to talk about it. But
Yeah,
but still,
which is why
mean,
I
it's
also kind of
going-
hate talking about it,
Yes.
because I don't want to be that one girl that's like, oh my god, female representation, blah blah blah. But it's nice. It's just nice to see. I mean, it's the same way guys feel when they see a kick-ass dude in a game. It's like,
Yeah, for
hell
sure.
yeah, you know, like.
Yeah, another dude with like a almost shaved head and
Oh
the
hell
same
no! You
facial
know how happy I
aesthetics.
was with Noctis?
Yeah, I think I felt the same.
I'm more
about that.
happy with his adult version, but
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I think that was a great move on your part, and I can't wait to like experience the story for myself, because it's like Denise said, you can't not get this. There's something about this world that has
You want to
not been done
explore,
before.
you want to
Yeah.
experience,
So,
yeah.
it's just a new experience, and it looks very not only just detailed but fine-tuned. Like it felt like you guys just shipped this when it's absolutely perfect.
I feel
Thanks.
like the feel that I get from it is the same feeling that I got from The Witcher 3, which is a game that was crafted with a lot of love and a lot of passion for
Yeah.
what people were doing, you know? But we spoke about Aloy a little bit, but did you have any like did you take inspiration from other characters, or did she?
For Aloy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of
I've heard
movie
speculations
references.
about Ygritte.
Well, I don't think she was one of the inspiration. I think that Ripley was one of the
Oh,
big
very
ones.
good.
I've heard that one too, yeah. I think people want to see Ygritte. They're like, hell yeah.
Yeah. That was the moment that we shared like screenshots of her. That obviously popped up. It's one of those things that
But if you're gonna take a female character, I mean Ripley is pretty much.
Yeah, so we were looking
Very
for
badass.
someone who just was empowered.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she needed to be very curious. There was a whole list of things that we just written down of like this is how we would like to see our character develop.
I'm an
Yeah,
idiot.
it's a process.
I keep looking at throwing this booklet on my phone, looking for reference pictures, but obviously she's walking around there the whole time.
Wow, good job. Good
It's kind of
job.
dark right now, though.
But there's something
It is a
about a
bit
girl with a bow, isn't there?
Oh,
There's
yeah.
something. Oh, yikes. Yeah, it really spooked me the first time they did that. I was like, oh, okay.
Don't do that again.
Yeah, don't.
Bad watcher.
And I could also imagine working in a team that's, I think you said 200 people strong.
Roughly around 200 people strong.
That, working on a project for so many years, that's got to create that big, family feeling within the studio. What was that like seeing that evolve over the years of working on this project?
The thing is that everybody that's working on it has just been amazed by the response, and a lot of people you would talk to within the studio, especially now that the game is out, are just mesmerized by the response. Like everybody knows that we're working on something. We're taking a huge risk. We're flipping from first-person shooters that's linear most of the time to something that's open world. We've never done it before, and we always set a high standard for ourselves. It needs to look good. It needs to run fluid. Those are the things that when you start off with the project, like sometimes you're like, can we pull this off? Are we doing this right now?
Yeah.
And then when everything comes together and you see the reviews coming in and people playing and everybody being super excited, you're like, shit, yeah, this is happening, guys. We created something amazing. And
We did it.
yeah, it's one of those things. It's hard to explain how amazing that is for a lot of people.
And in terms of sharing it with the world, like, what are some of the things that you guys did in terms of marketing and events and stuff like that?
Yeah. Well, obviously we went to all of the big conventions like E3, Gamescom, and stuff. We created this little sandbox for those so people could at least go hands-on and try out the game a little bit without spoiling too much.
Yeah.
Because it's very hard from an open world perspective to just say, okay, now we're going to show you this.
What do you want?
Because it's open world.
Step away from the edge.
You can't just pick something and then make sure that it's closed off. Like,
Yes.
I don't know, like other adventures. So we created this little sandbox, and they could just roam around and shoot at watchers, take watches out. So this is one of the things that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
You get to make choices.
Literally lost my shit when I saw this. I was like, I
Yeah.
had no idea this was in the game.
Yeah,
Heck
so-
yeah.
So much that you even forgot to read the description of what it did.
You got a description of like what you have. Obviously, you have 3 different icons, and there was a description telling me what the icons meant, and I was like, "Oh crap! I forgot to read it. No."
Yeah, so it's basically how would you, as Aloy
Yeah.
in that situation, respond to?
So the second
something
one
like
seems
that?
like a good choice, doesn't it?
The come closer one, or
Yeah, I guess that's like a sneaky way of saying.
it's more like she's using the intelligence a little bit, or she's using her heart, or more
Yeah, she's using her
bravery.
brain. Yeah.
They say not to listen. But Laura always said, never ignore a speaker I can see. All right, I'll hear you out.
That's better.
There we go.
Now tell me, what's troubling you?
Made
You
it.
did it.
Yeah.
Made it.
Yeah, you were talking
Insane.
about like going to conventions with the game.
Oh yes.
But when you're developing a game like this, what is your stance on like websites like YouTube and Twitch? Do you use them or?
Yeah, because we're part of PlayStation, so PlayStation has a lot of our marketing and PR. They have their own channels where they would broadcast a lot of stuff that we create internally. So you work with them very closely to get the message out and try to decide on when you want to push certain things. And one of them is like you want to make those trailers, and those trailers need to be up. And how are you going to make sure that you get the largest audience and stuff? So yeah, YouTube is one of them. PlayStation has the PlayStation blog where a lot of our information is going to be on. We have our own channels, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, that we try to use daily, and not really swamped with a lot of marketing stuff. We more try to keep it close to community and development studio.
Yeah.
So the marketing part, we just usually leave up to PlayStation. But yeah, we use all of those channels. And in terms of what we work together with PlayStation US to create the Watchers and bring them to life, basically.
Very cool.
So we work with. This is one of those things that
So that's
I
projection,
never know what
I guess, right?
No, the actual.
No, the actual.
They have an actual.
It's props.
Prop.
What?
Actual puppeteers inside a Watcher costume.
Yeah.
That is
So we
insane.
worked with a agency that makes movie props, and we gave them our 3D models, and with those 3D models, they just build it, and there's like lights in it and sound effects in it, and the puppeteers are sitting in that thing, and they can roughly do it like half an hour, walk around in a suit because it's super heavy on them. But that's one of the things that we did, and we flew them over to conventions, and they've been to Amsterdam for our media event as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of that stuff, PAX, Gamescom, all of the shows, Tokyo Game Show, giving demos, giving talks, showing the game to people.
Being here at
consumers.
ZoominGames as
Exactly.
well.
It's
for sure.
we're especially the last weeks we've been flying over just developers all over the world. One of them went to Beirut for a launch party as well.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just insane.
It's got to be very satisfying to see it being embraced so well, and even like the review scores have been pretty great.
Yeah, I don't think that we have anything that. Yeah, I mean like the way the reviews hit, but especially the way that right now people are playing.
Bye,
Yikes!
Are we being attacked
Yes,
by Overwatch?
I think it's a
humans?
watcher somewhere
Yeah.
roaming around.
It's fine. Just leave it.
But no,
scary.
this games play, the gamers playing and sharing their streams on Twitch. It's just amazing. And people like TamTu, just drawing shit.
It's coming together, man. Very nice.
I'll show you in a
It's
second.
always good to see like a game be so lovingly embraced by a website like Twitch. It's just
Yeah,
amazing.
I mean, we are in contact with Twitch to make sure that all of our stuff that we have and are doing is like up. We have a pack shot up and everything. So when the game hits, that all of the information is there.
yeah.
But yeah, it's just amazing to see the just people playing. I saw this clip this morning
Yeah.
of a guy fighting a Thunderjaw, the corrupted version of the Thunderjaw, which is more menacing than a normal Thunderjaw. And he got tail swipe, and that was basically his last thing, and then he just flew off screen.
Whoa.
That was just amazing to look at.
Yeah, I could imagine a lot of unexpected things would happen in such a crazy open world game.
Yeah, because
thousands of people playing.
Yeah, because it's open world, you have no idea what to expect. Anything can happen, and yeah, that was one of those things. We were laughing our asses off when we saw that. Like, holy shit, that just happened. Let's not antagonize the horses.
Oh, so we're back at the start now, right?
Yeah. So this is basically the area where you
Where you start off.
within the woods of Mother's Embrace. This is already the open world section, basically. I know there's a Thunderjaw somewhere in the mountains, so see if we can go there. If I just hack this one, don't spot me. Alright, override this one, and then if the other one starts attacking, we will attack him. Just get his attention. Hey boy.
Pokemon battle. Let's go.
Call him. There we go.
So in terms of differences between the standard and the pro version, what can you tell me about that?
I think we could show you even if I just press pause, go to settings. I hope that the latest patch is on it. If you're playing on a 4K screen, you could go into graphics mode and you can say either give graphics mode, I want higher graphics or fidelity, or I want my machine to perform
like
better.
performance mode or.
So that's the two things, and then the HDR rendering, obviously, which is also available in the normal PlayStation.
And what I thought was really cool, I saw you play it a little bit before we went live, was the photo mode.
Yeah.
Which even has the ability to change the time of day.
Yeah, so
which looked insane. I mean,
you can just go into photo mode.
You can spend hours just.
You will have like a semi-free cam.
Nice.
Not entirely free, because it sticks to the main character. But you can also say like, oh, let's hide her.
What? That's pretty cool.
You can zoom out a little bit so you can frame these guys, these puppies.
Now I understand the pictures that I've been seeing pop up on my dashboard. I was like, how are people taking these pictures? But you made it so free, yeah.
Yeah, you can easily share this through the share function, but you can just play with depth of field, that sort of stuff.
It's great.
So you can do that.
This is a whole entire game on its own.
A little bit closer, and then you can adjust brightness, overexpose or not overexpose.
This must have been amazing for development, like for putting together press pictures of the game.
Yeah, the majority of it we just did in our game without the actual photo mode active.
Okay.
But the later ones we just decided to just use photo mode. Because it just looks amazing.
Yeah, it
my
looks
poor,
very
poor
good.
viewers. Now that I know this, I'm not gonna get any progression in the game at any moment.
This is gonna be like you in Sims build mode.
Yeah,
again.
it's just gonna be me taking pictures of literally everything.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah, we have one of our lighting artists. He also makes amazing just photographs, and he was just toying around with the stuff as well. So the lighting stuff, that's all him. The clouds, like we have a guy that was really studying clouds. How do clouds move? How does it work? Light will fall through a cloud, but it's all made of these crystals. So how would it bounce off? So that's also something we did take care of. Yeah, and you can just pop some frames, do some borders,
Oh, letterboxing. I like that.
some nice hearts on it, or some icons
That's so neat.
for you.
That's nice. Oh, I like
Yeah.
that.
I love that.
letterboxing.
It's
So
really
you can
good
put a logo
for.
on it if you want to put a logo on it. You don't have to.
Very nice.
I feel like it's also very good for storytelling for yourself. Like you can tell a story through the game. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you can
Yeah.
craft your own little.
And it's great for you
Ideas.
as developers as well, because a lot of screenshots that will be shared about the game will be very cinematic and beautiful.
Yeah, it's been great to just see that. We have a hashtag. It's HZD photo mode, which now people have been embracing and just sharing screenshots that they
Oh,
create,
that's amazing.
which is just gorgeous to look at if you just scroll through that whole timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're looking into doing something cool with photo mode in terms of competitions.
Contest,
As well.
yeah.
Oh,
I was
that's
about to
great.
say
Yeah,
that.
that's
That
neat.
should be.
Can't tell you anything yet because we haven't decided on if we're gonna do it. But if we're gonna do it, it's gonna be.
TamTu would love to make drawings for the winner.
But well, something we can say is that we do have a giveaway going on right now. You have
Yes.
like around 20 minutes left to enter to win the limited edition of this gorgeous game, Horizon Zero Dawn. Also comes with a cap, a T-shirt, a rucksack,
Rucksack.
Rucksack.
and some artwork of me because I'm sick and I don't really contribute much to the show today.
rucksack.
Except for giving us germs.
Aw.
You're doing great, TamTu. And the drawings look amazing. We'll show them in a hot second.
Let me just see if I can pick a fight with a Thunderjaw. So just go back to the desert. I know there's one there. Here you go. Yeah, I'll just use one of the fast travel packs. So yeah, fast travel. You can fast travel, but you need to just prepare a pack. That's the only thing. But you can buy packs plenty. It's not like it's
Fast travel is my friend.
it is, but at the same time, it's also a pity.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah,
you
for
want to,
sure.
I know when I need to walk the whole route, and yeah, do I want to do that? And then at the same time, you're like, yeah, I actually do want to do that because I haven't seen everything yet.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I most of the time just take the long route. And I'm one of those players that just walks and then gets distracted halfway.
Nice.
You're like, oh wait, that rune, let me investigate.
You've already done 3 side
Alright,
quests.
what was I doing again?
Yeah, exactly. You were on the main quest. Focus on the main quest. No, but there's people there that need my help.
This guy needs my help. Yeah, for
he needs
sure.
my attention. He has like a marker. You can give me a side quest or anything.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Yeah, no, it's been amazing to see just people's responses, and especially with the photo mode, it's just crazy. The amount of pictures that we've seen and what they've been doing with it, it's just insane.
That's amazing. Yeah, I can already see the franchise and especially the character of Aloy being embraced. I mean, it's been out for a week, but like you're saying, it's been exploding everywhere. I could even see. Do you guys remember a game called PlayStation? What was it? All Star Battle Royale or Battle Royale All Star?
Do you want that back?
Well, what's the right wording?
Well, you're
Yes, but good. and I want Aloy to be a character in there. That would be really cool. I mean,
Okay.
Killzone was involved in the first
Yeah,
one,
we had
right?
Helghast,
Radek.
right?
I think we had Radek in there.
right.
Ah, very cool.
Yeah, Killzone.
But like I said, I mean, this universe is, I think, ripe for more than just this game alone. Like the photo mode, like social media, and the events that you guys are doing. I mean,
Yeah.
could really expand beyond just the disc.
Yeah, I would love to see that happen. I mean, obviously it's a really rich world, and like I said, we have 1,000 years of history already, which we haven't even, we poked we will poke a little bit at it once you're in the game. We will share some information of what happened, but not everything, obviously.
So it could potentially happen in the same timeline as Killzone. Now that is interesting.
Wow.
I've just broken everything.
It's not the first time I've heard that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of people.
Very cool. So what are we doing right now in the game?
I'm gonna take down a Thunderjaw.
Ah, that's
I'm not
amazing.
equipped because I don't have the right resources. I'm gonna do it anyway.
But we are the right level, right? this will.
Level is fine. It's just the amount of health packs that I'm missing right now. But I'll make it happen.
I mean, you can be a fantastic and well-experienced carpenter, but if you don't have a hammer, you can't build anything.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have the weapons.
Unless you have a very
I'm
good
just
fist.
very scared that I'm going to run out of energy really fast. I need more plants. I need more shit to boost up my my health pack. What kind of difficulty level are you playing on?
Normal.
Alright, fine.
But just go to a merchant.
No, I don't. I know I can buy more health packs of potions, but I want to get more herbs in my pouch. Need them herbs, Joe.
Yeah.
There he is.
Created by
This
an
is the
Amsterdam
guy.
company after all.
There he is.
Wow.
So yeah, he's
Yikes, that is huge.
he's quite big.
Why is he called Thunderjaw? Am I gonna
I
regret
think we're
that
gonna
question?
see that in a second.
So yeah, basically all machines are named by the people that live in this world.
I
So
see.
if you see that thing for the first time, you might call it
Can use this.
a Thunderjaw.
Interesting.
I'm going to be very cautious here. Do I have... oh shit, you don't. Damn it. Oh no, you do.
And so, what's the upside about defeating these characters? Do you get a lot of items out of it?
So
Gain
the-
experience?
Yeah, you gain experience for every machine you take down. Nope.
Oh boy.
You're still fine. You're still fine.
I'm still okay. Yeah, you'll get some specific... well, not specific, but you'll get some loot that might be worthwhile. So the bigger the machine, the more valuable the stuff is that you'll probably drop. Well, I'm gonna hide in this plant box like a chicken. Need more herb, Joe. Alright, how am I doing with this? I don't have enough rope. Okay, fine. I won't tie it down. Can I? There we go.
It just shows that you can approach things with
Yeah.
various kinds of play styles too.
Yep.
Because like you're used to a certain play style, and now you have a loadout of someone else who plays the game
Yeah.
completely differently.
Yep. Oh yeah, we haven't even talked about outfits.
That guy looks very scary, by the way. Wow.
Oh,
We
you
just got
haven't really
close.
invested in outfits, I see.
Whoa, she looks like a badass superhero.
Yeah. So we have different outfits, and also those outfits will have modification slots.
Fashion Dawn. I can see it already.
Dun, dun.
Yum.
Oh, I like this
So
outfit.
yeah, the cosplayers hate us for this because that means that they have more options.
They have the more options, yeah.
Right.
This looks kind of like a ninja. Is there like an eye mask?
Yeah.
She's wearing it. Actually.
That's awesome.
So, so we talked about the names for the machines, but where did the name Aloy come from?
Cannot discuss.
Dang it.
Just like I cannot discuss where Horizon Zero Dawn comes from.
Dang it.
No way. I thought it came
need
from,
to play the game.
from a certain
Yeah.
metal. Like I thought it was like connected to the whole.
I was thinking
Robot
that
thing.
her name might be in the game,
How
but
don't send me a spot.
yikes!
Like, is
I
it
think you did.
Aloy?
Ouch!
Like a certain metal or something.
He just fights you with his toes.
Several different types of metals become a
Yeah.
new type of things.
No, not to tell Swag.
Oh no, that's a composite thing. I don't know, something metal related.
Yikes! That's not good.
It's cool that there's still mysteries, you know.
Oh yeah.
You'd think like after a game
Doesn't do anything.
is
Okay,
out for like a
whatever.
week, that all the
Well,
mysteries.
yeah, but I think we've gotten to a point in here in the, where the
So
gaming
he's shooting with
community-
his disc launches right now, which I don't like.
You're still doing okay.
No, I'm not.
You're
think-
dodging that with expert skill.
I mean, with how, despite how trolly
Wow.
the internet can be, the game community has gotten to a point where they do respect spoilers.
yeah, I feel the same. Yeah.
Alright, fuck it.
Ah, the sound design. Great.
I just want your other cannon. Can I get it? Can I get it?
Go. Ooh,
I
close.
think I got it. No, just right. Oh, stop with the thing, Joe. Oh. Yes.
Nice.
Robot T-Rexes with drones.
So-
Thanks, Obama.
I got you a
Nice.
trophy, by the
Yeah,
way.
trophy.
Yay!
So here we go. I
Throw
just
off
shot
5
out
heavy
these
weapons.
things. Now, tables are turned, my friend.
How you like them apples, Thunderjaw?
Taste of your own medicine.
That's right.
Insert something else that I could say. All these cliches just going
oh, come
around.
on. You little... Bye.
Koekje van eigen.
Come on.
A cookie from your own dough.
Cookie from your own dough.
My medicine.
That's Dutch.
I think he's being occupied by other people. This is good. There.
I'm getting kind of like a T-Rexy vibe from him.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a T-Rex.
At least a dinosaur.
All right.
As a kid, I used to watch
think it's,
Dino Riders.
hard
This,
as
this
it's
tickles my
exposed.
fancy so much.
I'm gonna take it down with my. Yep, he's being occupied by other people. No.
Ooh!
No.
I'm a
laser.
fire my laser.
Wow.
No.
Dang.
So cactus isn't a good idea.
Woo!
I want a clear shot.
Oh wow. Good dodge.
Almost.
He's fighting another guy over there.
So in terms of completing the main storyline of the game,
Yes.
how long does that usually take players?
It depends on the player, to be honest.
Like for choosing exploration over like linear progression?
Yeah. Like if you want to just focus on main story. I was lucky here that I got some little help from that guy. Yeah, but if you get you can just focus on the main quest, and then it's going to be obviously a little bit earlier to finish it. But with those side quests, I don't know. It depends on the player.
Nice.
Depends on how long you wanna put into it, what difficulty level you're on. Right now it's normal. We have hard and ultra hard, I think it's called, which would mean that certain resources will be a little bit more scarce if you play it on the hardest setting.
Right.
So like these herbs will be less populated around the world. You won't find a lot of other herbs as well.
Do they respawn?
The herbs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like you can just plug the entire world. So yeah, that was a lucky Thunderjaw fight. Whee! Yeah, so it's a big machine.
Wow.
It's
You
very
took that
big.
down pretty nicely.
And as you can see, there's some certain
Uh-oh.
things fell off.
So for viewers, if you have any questions for Jeroen as well, we would love to answer them for you.
Yeah.
So how are we on questions? I think we're pretty good, right?
Yeah, we had a couple of them on Twitter, and I saw a couple of them come in on Facebook as well. So we're stocked.
Awesome sauce.
Very nice.
Yeah. Let me see where we can else can go as well. I've shown you. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna go to a merchant, and then I'm gonna spend all of the cash that.
Oh, nice. All the hard-earned
hard-earned
cash before
cash
you
that
were
we
playing the
had.
game.
Yikes on all the outfits.
And then sell everything. So you used to do. You will start off with
With nothing.
With nothing.
nothing. No
Yeah.
weapons. No,
Good luck.
You can buy it back. That's one of the things. There's a buyback option if you sold something to one of the merchants. You're like, oh no, shit, I didn't want to do that.
Mm.
Oh, nice.
And we have fish in as well. Look, there's fish.
Oh,
Sometimes you need to
little
hunt.
salmon.
Sometimes you need
Yum,
to
yum.
hunt for those to upgrade your pouches.
Yeah, I noticed that.
It's one of the things that you should do is upgrade pouches.
Yeah.
Because that means that you
More
can
space.
carry a lot more stuff with you.
And it's so nice to walk everywhere in the game, right? I
Well, yeah, I'm running right now, but yeah.
seeing
The lighting. The lighting
everything up
is
close
gorgeous.
is a lot nicer than zooming by it or skipping over it.
Can I make it? Yay.
Nice.
Don't die. Yeah, and the draw distance is I had a guy commenting on it. He was like, I love the draw distance that you just can look into the distance and you can see like Thunderjaws roaming around, or like right there the big Stormbird flying over. All right, merchant, show me your wares.
This guy. This guy's
So
got some
here's
stuff.
outfits.
Oh, nice. Denise, I think it's up to you.
Yeah, this makes my heart. Oh, that one is so cool. Dang.
That one.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yikes.
And then you can see like we have enough money or shards to buy most of it. Except we don't have the right item to trade for it. So if
Okay.
you want to go for this one, for instance,
You need to go and
Yeah, you
find
have to.
you just create a job,
Oh, that's nice.
and then in your
Your quests.
in your quest
Yeah.
you will see that you need to go all the way over there.
Oh, that's pretty convenient. So that way you don't necessarily need to memorize where certain.
No, you just
enemies
like,
are.
okay, so I got this, I got that. I just need to go to that point.
Yep.
And make sure that I gathered that one specific resource I need. So you don't have to memorize, like, oh,
Yeah.
I need to go and
It's very
search for that
convenient.
one. Yeah. You still need to go out and do it.
Yeah.
Let's do this. It's taking too long. I'm lazy. So it's always a different kind of mount. Just now we had the broadhead, and this is a strider.
Yep.
It's a similar type of machine, except slightly different.
The other one had big horns.
Don't go into the water.
Oh yeah, of course. You're a robot.
Well, they can walk in the water, but not swim.
Yeah.
Oh, bandits.
Get out the way.
Yeah, and it will stick to the roads if you leave the controller alone.
Oh, very nice.
So you don't have to stare everywhere. Just if there's a
That's nice.
cross section coming or an intersection you might want to
Gotta
steer.
make a choice.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
just drive it. Auto drive. It's like Tesla build it, basically.
Yeah. And it makes sense because it's a robot,
Yeah.
you know? I mean,
Although with how advanced things from Tesla are happening, you'd think maybe they're the cause of all this too.
Yeah.
So these are the ones I need. As you can see, they're kind of violent.
There's a lot of them too.
And my horse is helping.
Woo!
nice.
Ooh.
Alright. Anyone left? Oh, he's still standing. Oh. Alright. I think in one of these.
Yeah, you'll get the
might
part.
be-
Yeah.
Let's move this one out of the way. Get in the way. Search. Nope. Nope. Come on.
That
We
was
did.
carnage. These guys didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, especially when you have the help of your trusty steed
Yeah.
in this case. I'm just wondering if I have the right stuff that I need to have. Let's see. No, I don't think so. I need a charger's heart. Any more chargers around? Or did we spook half of them?
Yeah, I guess so. Makes a lot of noise too.
Death
Yeah.
and violence. Yeah, it
Yeah,
does
I
make a
think
lot of
so.
noise.
They're like, nah, I'm not sticking around for this. Let me just move away. I think they just left. Poor Aloy, no new outfit.
No new outfit.
It's a shame. Alright, and crafting on the fly is just so much easier.
Yep.
Yes. There are a lot of convenient things put into this game that in normal RPGs you would, like I said before, you would have to memorize where certain enemies are, or certain tasks, or putting up markers.
Well, you
crafting stuff.
Yeah, you still can put up markers if you want to find something, but yeah.
It's a little bit more fine-tuned here.
Should have brought a cart.
Don't need that.
And not the hassle of a lot of menus and stuff like that. I like that as well.
All right, let's just get a move on. I might trade that one in because it's broken.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Wait, I still function.
No, look at sparks flying off, man.
Yeah, this is...
Health bars, like, yeah, you know.
It's like a rabid dog now. It's like,
if I would bump into something, something might break off.
Can they explode and like kill you, or do they just break down?
The ones with the canisters on the back, if you
Oh,
put some flames on it, especially when they're corrupted, they're more hostile. So then they'll definitely run into you like a suicide bomb.
Yeah.
And that you don't want to be close. Oh, hello there.
Find help.
Easy now. What's your name? What happened?
Hackard. Find help for Pitchcliff. The Glindhawks keep attacking. They'll kill my brother. Everyone.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Come on, Aloy.
Nice.
Death from the
Something
sky.
that John told me that made me kind of sad was when you showed gameplay of, I think it was during Gamescom. There was a guy, Aloy was talking to a guy, and he ran away shouting, "You're crazy!"
Yeah.
And everyone was just like laughing their asses off, and then John told me, "Oh, yeah, that actually is not in the game. We took it out."
We took it out. We didn't like it, and we decided to take it out.
Yeah.
I mean, you keep tinkering with the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Up until, you know, there's content lock. And then it's like no more people get to touch anything.
That's a tough moment, probably. It's like, oh, everything is,
Everything
set
is-
in stone after this.
Yep.
Going gold, I guess, is
Yikes.
what that's called, right?
Yep. Don't. Yeah, that's his attack. Likes to do that.
Nice. Good shot.
Whoa!
Yeah, he's done for it.
Well, I got this canister on his back. Oh my god. Can you just focus on the other guy, please? just for a little while.
Leave me alone!
Oh, nice. Take your shot. There you go. Uh-oh. Oh, nice. Wow. That was a really great
That
shot.
was an epic shot.
Well, guys, I think that about does it for now. I think we're actually going to some questions right now. But first off, I mean, I want to know, Denise, what did you think of everything that you saw right here? I mean, we saw quite a lot today.
I mean, I fell in love with this game yesterday, so there was nothing that was gonna give me a change of heart. From the moment I first got to move with her, I was like, yep,
You were
done,
sold.
signed, sealed, delivered.
That's very nice. And getting a PlayStation 4 Pro, I mean, just for this game, that's got to say enough, right?
Yep.
Dedication.
It's very,
for sure.
A lot of dedication. It seems like an experience you don't want to miss out on.
And TamTu, of course, you've been drawing the whole time, but I've seen you glean at the gameplay footage because you couldn't get your eyes off it. What
Also,
did you?
I kind of need references, but
That is true. That is true.
But no, from what I've seen already, like at the press event, at conventions, on streams and everything, it's like everything just looks so polished and great, and it's like this is like what what an exclusive is. You know, it's like this is worth getting a console for sure. This is what people talk about when you mention an exclusive. So
Yeah.
I feel the same.
It feels like definitely delivered on the impression, especially with all the reviews going on. It's awesome.
Yeah, I
Can't
feel
wait
the
to play it
same.
myself.
Thank you.
I have the same exact opinion. I think that the whole theme comes across very well. The whole nature reclaiming its own land, you know, it works really well. And generally, I'm just very excited because every single play session must be so different from each other.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to play and see how I would tackle certain things or how I would answer certain questions or what my unique voice would be playing as the character. And that to me is like core to this experience. Looks really, really solid.
Cool.
So
Thank you, guys.
with that, thank you
Thank
for showing
you.
it off to us. But
no
we're not done yet. We're actually going to a lot of very interesting questions.
But
from
before
our
that,
users.
I'm asking the people behind the scenes to pick a winner for us in Gleam. So the winner.
Please be me. Please be me. Please
Yeah.
Yeah, the winner will be announced, sent to me in via text, not through envelopes, wrong ones. So Oscar.
It's La La
Oh,
Land.
man.
Oh wait, no.
Oh wait, no, it's a winner.
Yeah,
By
exactly.
the way, did you guys see the little meme about what was released on a PlayStation, what was released on Nintendo, what was released on Xbox One?
No, not yet.
It's like PlayStation, Horizon Zero Dawn, Nintendo, obviously Legend of Zelda, and then for Xbox One, Cars 2.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
I was
Cars
like,
2.
ouch. Oh,
That's pretty nice.
Oh man.
yikes.
Okay. So the giveaway. Today, here on Big Red Lazor, we are giving away the limited edition of Horizon Zero Dawn. It comes with a steel case version of the game in that beautiful box over there.
Oh,
if you
man.
could grab it for me
nice,
real quick.
yeah.
Oh, this.
Yeah, this is
Wow.
Oh.
It even feels good in your hand.
it. Yes, so it comes in this beautiful, beautiful box. See, the game is still sealed. See, we did not open it at all. It is intended for the giveaway.
And now touched by TamTu as well.
And this art book with some very talented people, beautiful art in it, is in it as well.
It's just a small selection of all of the concept
Yeah.
art that we.
Yeah, I actually recognized art from Loish,
Yeah.
which is actually an artist friend of mine. It's like when I saw it, it's like, I did not know you worked on this. I am so proud of you.
Rowan Boer as well. Really amazing.
Yeah, exactly. So this is in it. We're also giving this cap. There is
The rucksack.
a rucksack
Wow.
and
So you can go hiking. with Horizon.
and a T-shirt
Yay.
with Horizon Zero Dawn and some emblems on it. And as a special little bonus, I have 2 pieces of art. First off, there are 2 pieces, and one of them is actually for you. For us, on behalf of us, thank you for dropping by, of course.
Thank you for having me.
To
You're
demo a beautiful game, and congratulations on the launch. So now my question is, which one would you like?
I want to keep
Oh.
that one to the viewers. Like, pick the one that you want to give away.
Shit,
Oh,
those are
that's-
cool.
that's-
I think I want to give both of them away. So
Okay.
So what are we gonna do? Viewers or?
You pick. Or
Me.
views pick. We have like 30 seconds
Okay.
before they notice what we're doing.
I don't know. I don't know how fast the
I think the
delay
studio
is.
should have
So
the
do
left
you want to
one.
have either Aloy embossed with a little Stormbird action going on, or Aloy impaling
a bird,
a bird? Is
a
it
big
bird?
old bird? Yep.
Yeah, impaling the Stormbird.
Guys, let us know.
Let us know in the comments below.
Yeah.
I see left one, right. So that doesn't really
Switch 'em
tell me
quickly.
anything.
Switch 'em.
Yeah.
Okay, which one said it first?
Is it your left, my left? Is it what?
Which one said it first?
Left was said first.
Okay, I think we
So
should do left
this one.
then. Yeah,
This one is
sure.
for the viewers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So this one goes
Oh.
for.
Unless
that's
says
a good
pick
choice.
right, Yoon.
I just heard that I need to pick right.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Good.
All right. So
Well,
it all works out.
it all
Yeah.
works
So
out.
this
It works
one
out.
will have a congratulations.
Oh, we're getting custom thanks. That is amazing.
Don't misspell anything.
Are we all gonna touch it? Just rub our DNA over it.
Sweaty hands on
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I think so. What
So
was
you
that?
can
Was
smell
that
it?
the DNA sound?
Yeah, that's the sound of
this is
DNA.
how it
yeah.
gets transferred on paper.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
It's a different sound than metal.
So Jeroen, this is for you guys at Guerrilla.
Awesome.
And once again, congratulations with a
I'm gonna ask
fantastic
Anne
launch.
if she's happy.
She
Anne, are you
seemed like
happy?
it. She says, "Oh, they're both so cool." So I think she's happy
Okay,
anyway.
fine. Yeah, we're gonna give this a nice spot.
That's great.
Awesome. And this one will go to the winner. And I have here
Who is the winner?
the winner, the lucky winner of
Drum
the
roll.
giveaway, the Horizon
this
Zero
hurts.
Dawn limited edition giveaway is, I hope you're here, Mr. Alexander Bermudez. Congratulations.
Alexander, congratulations.
Hey!
Amazing, Alexander.
I will contact you on the email you provided to get your address so we can ship this
lucky,
over
lucky.
to you.
You're going to have a really good time, I think, Alexander.
Yeah, you're going to enjoy this game a lot.
Yeah, you
This is
are.
going to be a lot of fun.
In your little T-shirt with your little cap on.
In the
with your
backpack.
And the
rucksack
backpack.
Yes.
on.
Like
Yeah,
a
can you just imagine? Woo!
rucksack.
So, guys, we are going to do a little bit of message received. So,
Yes.
we'll see you guys. Oh,
Is
really?
he here?
He's in the Facebook
my
chat.
God,
Congratulations, man.
Wow.
You are the lucky winner.
All right.
So we will contact you as soon as possible.
We'll see you guys after the break.
Welcome to
Welcome.
Message Received, the segment of Big Red Lazor where we answer your question. I'm sorry, I know you've been doing this for a while.
Is
I
this
was
a
just
dance?
doing a
That was
dance.
so
Yeah.
good.
This was the message received dance.
Oh, okay.
I was.
It looked a lot like the Macarena.
Yeah. No, that's copyright stuff.
Inspired by.
I
Yeah.
changed one move.
All right. No, the Message Received is a segment here of Big Red Lazor where we answer your question that you put in the chat or on Twitter. And today our special guest is Jeroen from Guerrilla Games. And he's here because we played Horizon Zero Dawn, which launched this week. And of course, this is in the whole launch week. This is awesome for you to be here for us, of course. So
I think it's amazing to be here, to be honest, and
Yep.
talk about what we've been doing for 6 years. So, yeah.
must be very proud
It's
of the final
very
product.
enjoyable to hear as
Yes,
well.
yes, definitely, definitely proud.
Cool. We have a couple of questions for you specifically as well.
Uh-oh.
So let's jump right into them. And I think
What did you have for breakfast?
Should I- yeah.
Oh, crap.
Oh, very nice.
He forgot.
Peanut butter.
Okay, who do we start with?
just peanut butter?
No, it was on bread, on a slice of bread.
Oh, very good.
I just ate peanut butter from a jar. Yum.
Let's see.
Well,
I've done that
Have you ever
once,
done
I
that
mean-
with Nutella?
Yeah,
Oh,
I do
that's-
that all the
that's the
time.
best.
disgusting.
I mean,
Really?
it is. I feel disgusting
After
afterwards.
after the third spoon,
You're like, no, no, and you're like, no.
Yeah.
and then you take the second one.
No, but it's like you start
Yeah, I can't
you
stop.
start putting it on your bread, and then you
Stop eating.
take a lick, and you're like, I actually don't feel like eating it as much anymore as I
Yeah.
You know?
Sometimes I just take a banana and dip it in peanut butter.
I do that
It's
too.
fine.
You can really taste the sadness
In what?
if you just eat
peanut
Nutella or peanut butter. Yeah.
All right. First question is from Horizon Zero Victor.
Dang.
Oh,
Wow.
He wants to know how many pairs of sneakers does Jeroen own?
It's a
You
good
know that Victor is my colleague, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's around 70, I think, 74 or something.
You're quite a sneakerhead, aren't you?
I am, yeah.
Is that what you call it? A sneakerhead?
Sneakerhead.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I want to buy the latest sneakers as much as possible. As much as my salary allows me to.
Yeah.
1,500 sneakers.
It's a good
That's
one.
A lot of sneakers.
Scrambled Eggs, the Neuroshi, wants to know,
Scrambled egg.
was Aloy's appearance based on someone? What were the inspiration for the designs of the people, robots, in-game locations?
One question.
The
One
question is all
question.
over the place. I'm
question.
sorry.
It's just scrambled all over, eggs.
Yes.
Dang. Yeah, it's a
Scrambled
scrambled
egg,
egg.
I
All
guess.
right, I'll pick the first one he asked. Is she inspired by? Yes.
What is she inspired on?
She is. So if you look at Aloy's face, we have an actress called Hanna Hoekstra. It's a Dutch actress, and we scanned her face, so she's basically the face model of Aloy. Voice is somebody different. That's Ashley Birch.
And the best
That's
choice you
interesting.
could have made.
So it's a different person for the voice, it's a different person for the face, it's a different person for the motion capture as well.
Yes.
So it's a lot of people bringing this character to life.
Yeah,
and
exactly. Yeah.
Of course, artists as well, creating the
Yeah.
graphics. So.
Well, that and it's basically also like it's a collaboration of different people for Aloy in this instance. Yeah.
That's really cool. Only a game can do that.
Oh man, your coworkers are so mean.
I know.
Oh,
I
because
think one of
Horizon
them.
Zero.
I think Victor is in chat as well. Is that him?
Because like
Yeah.
Horizon Zero,
Yeah.
Sam answered the question as well. He has so many that he needs a TARDIS to store them.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a
I
lot.
have a Pinterest account
Yeah.
Do
which
you?
is locked. It's only viewable for me, so I know which kind of sneakers I have, so I can dress for the occasion. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna wear this, so I'll take those, and I know where they are.
And then you.
Only thing I need to do is now take like little pictures of all of the shoes and put them on the boxes.
What you need to do is like make a machine that if you pick one on your computer, it just goes boop and then puts it like on your desk.
Yeah.
You know?
Like a drone
Like they
comes
have.
and get it.
Have you ever been to the Nike store in London?
How good are you with that
I'm
sort of
great.
robotics?
I'm great.
Yeah,
Yes.
cool.
Yeah.
So you
We'll
would
figure
have
it
no
out.
issues to build it.
No.
Great. Awesome. Sorted.
What else do we got?
Well, I'm looking. I had one, but I can't find it right now.
There's a lot of people sending questions.
Yeah.
No. These are just retweets of our videos. Show more.
Nobody wants to know anything.
Never
Okay,
mind.
here's one from Soul Station 3024.
Oh, 3024.
Any
that one.
plans
Yeah.
to expand the Horizon universe, or do you want to make something new? Greetings from Germany.
Good question.
Something that I can't really answer.
Yeah, figures.
I'm probably not even thinking about right now.
Right now, we're just seeing all of these amazing videos of people playing the game and getting all of the responses in. For us, it's just been amazing the whole ride that we're having and the reception of it. It's mesmerizing.
Yeah. If there's something I've learned from doing interviews with developers, is you can always try and ask about DLC or upcoming stuff, but like as long as the game isn't even out yet, the first thing they'll be thinking about is like making sure the game goes gold, or wrapping things up, post-launch stuff.
Which is the case. You
Yeah.
don't want to. You're just laser focused on like, oh, this needs to be in the stores at that date.
Yeah.
Let's do everything in our power to make it happen.
Yeah, exactly. Robert wants to know, does Killzone live inside the studio? Is it still a talking point?
Yeah. I mean, Killzone has been part of the studio for, I don't know, for 10 years, or even more actually. And it's always there. It's always a talking point within the studio. I think that's one of the, we learned a lot during development of games within the Killzone franchise, and that got us to the point where we're at right now. So yeah, this is always in the back of our heads.
Mm-hmm. Something completely different is from Dennis de Bruin, buddy over at 2K. What kind of beard
I
oil
know.
does Jeroen use?
I already answered that through Twitter. I can't remember what I said, to be honest.
You said Apothecary 87.
That's the one.
Oh. Okay.
What does beard oil do? Because me...
It nurtures the skin.
It just.
Okay.
Otherwise,
makes
you're gonna get
everything
like a
better.
dry skin underneath the beard. So you want to make sure
okay,
you want to
so
make
it's
sure
like a conditioner for usually for your scalp.
Yeah, so
Yes.
if you shave, you won't look like Freddy Krueger, like for half of your face,
Yeah.
basically.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Eat Your Nugget wants to know.
Oh.
Oh, I thought that
that
was the question.
Yeah. Hashtag.
What is my nugget?
They want to know, what was the idea behind Aloy? Did she look as she does now in the beginning of development?
Oh no, she changed a lot. It was, I think, for 6 years, around 30 people worked on her. Like in terms of like different kind of disciplines within the studio, so like art directors, character designers, animators, cinematic art people. There was like this whole iteration before we really nailed her. I think in one of the early concept arts, we even were like still tinkering with it. So yeah, it's been roughly, I think, not like 6 years that those 30 people were full-time on it, but within those 6 years, I think that 30 people were just tinkering on like little bits.
Yeah.
She's been there. So I mean, she's been there from the beginning.
Yeah, what John told me was that it was going to be a female protagonist from the beginning,
Yeah.
from the get-go.
Yeah.
So from there, you already had a focal point to build upon.
Yeah, we set it out, and she was already in concept art already, slightly different, but yeah, you just kind of tinker around. And the funny story about how we came up with Hannah's face was that one of our producers, he was sick at home at the time, and everybody was looking for that specific person to portray Aloy as the face. And we've been to thousands of pictures of women, and we couldn't find anything. And then the producer was sick at home. He was watching a movie with his girlfriend, and he's like, "That's the one." And he took a picture, sent it to the rest of the team. They're like, "Yes, this is what we're looking for."
All right, awesome.
How that happens, pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Casting is always sometimes you just need to see so many people, and sometimes the first one that walks in is already.
And then after you see so many people, and then you come back to the first one sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
how was it pitching Sony the idea of a game with robot dinosaurs? I love it, by the way.
That's a good question.
It's always an interesting point of when you have this idea and this concept, because you start off with a really small team within Guerrilla, and you're concepting, you're trying things out, and at that time we were working on it. We had like a prototype. We had like the Thunderjaw that you just saw, like in Duplo form, and we had one of the female characters out of Killzone running around in the open world. During that period, you really think of the stuff that you want to do within the game, and it's always scary to present it because you have this amazing idea, and it's something completely different than what you've been doing. So yeah, it's scary. It's scary as hell.
So are there like scheduled pitch meetings with Sony, or like can you just, if we have an idea, we have to work out, we have it worked out, can you just then call Sony, hey, we have a idea that we want to pitch, or do they have like scheduled?
It's kind of streamlined like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Speaking of streamlined, Dark Xenon wants to know, question, is the story is linear?
Yes. It is linear. There are certain main quests that kind of branch, but eventually everything will end up at one point.
All right, cool. Just looking for more questions.
And there's no way to, like, it's not like if you don't do a certain quest that you can't return to it. You can always do the quest. There's just one, I think there's one trophy that's tied into getting all of the allies to fight for you, but before you do that, you really need to finish those quests up.
Interesting.
Question from me personally was, what was the most memorable moment for you during the development of this title?
Seeing everything come together.
Yeah?
Yeah. Seeing everything come together, seeing people play for the first time. Especially with the press events that we had, seeing how different people tackle different things. That's one of the. You just walk around that area where you see people playing and doing all this stuff that you've been working on, and looking at your colleagues who also come downstairs to just have a peek. That's just one of the things that just still gives me goosebumps if I think back of that. Just the way that people were playing, and that's just amazing. Yeah.
I also seem to recall that you've also been worked on a different project the past years. Was it Rigs?
Yeah.
The VR. What was that like? Because doing something in VR.
Completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So compared to a Killzone or an open world RPG, you're here in a mechanized esports competition thing.
Yeah.
With completely different controls. What is it like seeing people dive into that as well?
So that already started in I think 2015 when we first showed it at E3, where people were actually able to play it for the first time. That was the first time that they, I think, demoed VR in general for PlayStation. And we had the demo running. We tested it out at the studio, and everybody loved it. But you don't know what people are gonna expect of it, and especially because we did something like raising the bar. We did something that wasn't done before in any other VR game. We had fast-paced movement in it, which everybody was saying, nope, that doesn't work, and we pulled it off.
Yeah,
that was a complete different kind of segue. Basically, it was just different kind of crowd that you tailor towards. But yeah, the people that played it and are playing it just loved it.
Yeah, did it disrupt your own flow of managing projects? Because
no, not necessarily, because Rigs came out before the Horizon came out, so it was a little bit easier to focus more on that. And during the period, we were just hard at work finishing up Horizon, so it's a little bit less of an outward-facing time you do stuff. Yeah.
Cool. I don't know if you guys have any questions.
I'm just I'm a bit floored by the footage. I mean, it just looks really good. And what I mostly want to know is what was the like the biggest hurdle that you got over in the development or maybe in communication?
Biggest hurdle for just the game in general?
Yeah, just in the development period.
Is making sure that everything runs smoothly, like the way we want it to, where we envision it will be. I think it's always tricky. It's especially when everything comes together. That's the part when you're like, yeah, now we're in a good spot. Now we can do this. But yeah, for us, we learned a lot during the whole process, because you transition from, just like I said, linear / slightly open world first-person shooter to something that's completely different than what you've been doing for all of those years. That transition, making that transition, was scary, and sometimes we thought, yeah, can we pull this off? And you learn a lot, and then you make it happen.
And it got even to a point where the product, if you've put down, the engine is so awesome enough for a Rockstar producer like Hideo Kojima to pick your engine as well to use it for his next project.
Yeah.
So you must see that guy a lot too now.
Yeah. So the Kojima production, they have a dependance within the studio right now. So we have a couple of guys working or going to work at the studio that sit close to the guys that are responsible for the engine, the tools guys, etc. And that needs to be a collaboration between them. They can obviously learn about from us and how to tackle the engine, but we can most of the time probably also can learn from them.
Yeah.
Because they have a different way of thinking, and we can adapt, and we can kind of pitch ideas back and forth.
Yeah, exactly. That's I feel the beauty of game development is that there's so many talented and creative people that give them the same tools, they all create something completely different, and we can all like just learn from each other so well in that regard. So we have one more question. It's just to get it out of the way. Will there be any DLC for Horizon Zero Dawn from I Am So Wanted?
Wait.
That's a good name.
I Am So Wanted is a username?
Yeah.
Twitter name?
Yes, his Twitter name is @IamSoWanted.
Okay.
He's
Sexy.
Yeah, will there be a DLC? There's nothing. Right now, we're just happy that the game's out. And we have to wait and see what's in for it for the future.
Yeah, because from the looks of it, the world is so vast. I mean, when you look at it, there is room for expansion to the world because people are so into the story now. They're so interested, and like you said before, there's like 1,000 years of history that that can probably be picked up at some point. So, so like we're not getting any confirmation, but it's a very possible option. I feel that you can expect DLC. I don't want to make any promises, but it feels like a game that could also benefit from getting more, lore expansion. Because if there's anything with the franchise that's good, I just want to know more about it, more about the world. So be it in visual novels, just regular books, comics, or just like how many other franchises do it as well. I love that about games too. It's like sometimes I love the lore and the world more than the game itself.
I think more than anything, I think we should just play the game and finish it, and have fun with it, right?
Yeah, I think that like a lot of people will. I'm hoping that a lot of people will enjoy it. And to tag on to world expansion, there's an amazing art book already out that people can buy, and if they want to dive into the whole creation process of like what went into it in terms of concept art, that's like all in the book.
I love collecting art books, so I'll be looking out for that one. Hey, I want to thank you.
I have one question. Excuse me. It's a very personal question. I'm very personally invested in this. I saw a very cool picture of a skin for the PlayStation and the controller.
Yes.
Is it for sale?
I'm assuming so, because this is a sample we got from the PlayStation US guys. So they'll, from what I understand, is that these will be on sale, at least in the US. I don't know if they're going to come to Europe.
I'll go to America. It's fine.
You have your ways.
Yes.
You have
I
your
think
ways.
it's that picture. I want to say it's that picture. On the
yeah,
front.
it's a color. It's a
variation
similar
on it, maybe,
to that one. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks so
Alright.
cool. I had to ask.
All right, cool. Jeroen, I want to thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you
and
for having me.
man.
showing us the game, bits of how someone from Guerrilla tackles the game.
Yeah, definitely.
Try to
So
tackle
we want
it.
to thank everyone who was in the comments, everyone who watched, and of course, Jeroen, thank you so much. Denisa, you were amazing. TamTu, thank you for everything. I think
Next week
there's
is gonna
always
be-
more on the horizon because next week.
Wow.
Man. I
How long were you sitting on that one?
yesterday.
Within our studio, we have a pun jar. That every time somebody makes it bad,
We don't need the pun jar. We don't need
That's
the
a
pun jar.
beautiful
Yes,
We don't
we
need
it is
do.
50 cents for every bad pun, except on Fridays.
If we have that here, I'd be more broke.
Why except on Fridays?
Because then it's like it's one of those things. We need to have one day where you can just spit out stuff. I mean, my colleague Victor, he's the community editor at Guerrilla Games. He once just put €5 in the box. Like, I'm settled for this month.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
So
Nice.
So
so
we
that's
are.
only 10 puns.
Well, it's a lot of puns, though, if you think about it.
Mwah.
unless you just go on and just spend it immediately.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I don't know.
Hey, so about next week, our show, Big Red Lazor, will be celebrating our anniversary show. This will be the 4th anniversary. So next week,
right.
we are going to
Third.
look.
Third anniversary.
3rd anniversary. We're entering our 4th year. So we're going to look back at what we've been doing the past year for Big Red Lazor. A lot has changed in the past year.
Yeah.
And
Your hair.
yeah, my
That is
hair.
Mostly your hair.
One of the things that definitely has changed. So next week we'll have an extra long show. We'll be streaming for 3 hours, and we'll be messing around with the Nintendo Switch, which came out today.
For sure. Excited about that.
Yeah, for sure. And that will be next week. We might have some special guests as well,
And it's a longer show as well.
and it's a longer show, like
That's
I mentioned.
cool. Yeah, it's
be
going to
sh-
be a good sit. I
Yes.
think. Popcorn, all that good stuff.
Yes, be sure to tune in next week, same time, same place here on ZoominGames. Thank you for watching. I'm TamTu.
My name's Callum.
Is it,
I mean, there's someone.
I think you deserve the right to say your name
you
all right,
live on
sorry,
the air.
sorry. I didn't get the gesture.
Okay,
like,
again.
we're gonna go like
Here we go.
this.
TamTu.
Right, I'm
Can we cut
TamTu.
this?
My name is Callum.
I'm Jeroen.
I'm doing.
And we'll see you guys next time on the next Big Red Lazor.
Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.